While we are about to buy a new smartphone, we take a look at features like its cameras, the built-in design, the operating system experience, and much more. But there are some features that these brands use to trap you in order to make you buy that smartphone. And one such feature is virtual RAM. So like this, there are many features that these brands use to trick you to buy their smartphone. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the things you should avoid while you consider buying a new smartphone. So watch this video till then because it will help you to not fall in their trap. So hey guys, I'm your host Arnav and you are watching Tech Arena. So let's go. Alright, so the first and foremost thing is extended RAM or virtual RAM. So I've already made a video on what is extended RAM, how it works, and what are all the disadvantages it has. So in simple words, extended RAM is a feature to extend your physical RAM by using a part of your storage. This is a very gimmicky feature, and brands like Vivo, Realme, and Samsung use this particular feature to trick the audience to buy their products, especially in the budget category. I mean, it is a good feature in fact, but it is not a feature to be bragged about on a smartphone because there are some other things like the processor, the cameras, the built-in design, the display quality, the display tech behind it, all those stuff. These are all some of the things where you should concentrate more on rather than concentrating in these gimmicky features like virtual RAM. So yes, this is a feature that you should of course avoid on and not bet your money on that. So the second gimmicky feature that these brands brag about is 5G bands and the support of 5G. Now yes, 5G is an important leap in technology in terms of network and all those stuff. But 5G is not a complete tech here in India. And if you see, operators like Airtel, Jio are still working on 5G technology and it's not completely done. There are a lot of smartphones which claim that they have 5G support. But if you closely look at it, the bands that these smartphones have are very less. And we don't know what kind of bands that these operators will bring in if 5G is here. And also there are smartphones of brands where it supports 13 5G bands and 15 5G bands. But if you take a close look at that smartphone, the other features like the processor or the camera sensor might be a bit low because the more number of bands you need to have in your smartphone, the more royalty you should pay to Qualcomm. Means the brand should pay to Qualcomm. Say for example, if I am Samsung and if I wish to get 15 5G bands on my smartphone, then for each and every band that I'm adding onto my processor, I need to give Qualcomm a royalty for it if I'm using Qualcomm's SoC. So this is one of the biggest problems, and having more 5G bands doesn't mean that you will get a lot of speed, but there will be some compromises if your smartphone has too many 5G bands. Compromises in terms of camera quality or the display tech or something there or here. 5G is not a very big feature, and these days many of us use Wi-Fi in our homes. I mean, 4G is very much enough for whatever that we are doing these days. So yes, 5G is not a feature that you should put your money on to buy a smartphone. The last and final reason is charging speeds. Now yes, charging speeds is also important, but not as important as you should have a 240 watt charging speed, right? So these brands use this charging speed or charging technology in order to make you buy their smartphone. In budget smartphones that is under 20,000, charging speeds are way up till 120 watts. But if you take a closer look on that particular smartphone, there will be a trade-off at least in the storage speed or in the camera sensor that they have used. Charging technology is improving year by year, but if you see the component that is used to make the battery, it is same. It is either lithium ion or lithium polymer. So if these brands focus on improving both the side of the technology, only then you can confidently invest on a particular smartphone based on the charging speed. And again, these brands also say that they have been doing certain things in order to make sure the battery cycle is not deteriorated, and also there have been certain technologies that prove that heat dissipation is very much there by splitting one battery into two. See, all these data are there with only the brands, and we don't have any solid test proving that 120 watts or 240 watts charging speeds are very safe for your smartphone. It will deteriorate the battery charging cycles, and not only that, it also produces a lot of heat even if you split the battery into two. So bragging about charging speed and investing your money just based on that is not a good idea. So while you buy smartphones, you have to consider many things, right? From the processor, from the display technology, from the camera sensors being used, and what is the operating system up to. So these are some of the larger scale things or the larger index of things that you should focus on while you buy a smartphone rather than focusing on these gimmicky features like 5G bands, virtual RAM, or the charging speeds. So yes, these are some of the things that you should avoid while you decide to buy a new smartphone. So I'm sure this video was very useful, and if it was useful, then share this video with all of your friends. And if you end up liking my content, I like to this video would make a huge impact. Most of the viewers forget to subscribe to my channel, so just click the red color subscribe button, make it gray, and also press the bell icon to get all the notifications whenever I post any new video. So this is me, Arnav, signing off. Talk to you guys in the next one.